Good morning, children. Welcome back to mathematics class. Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So let us start today's lecture. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions, lecture number 4, and the content I am going to cover from NCERT. Children, in my preceding two lectures, I made you understand how to calculate the nth term of AP, as well as we did many problems which were based on the nth term of AP. That is, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, students? So today I am going to cover these very topics. So the topics which I am going to cover today, they are: number 1, today I am going to explain you the derivation of finding the sum of first n terms of AP. Fine, children? You know that in an AP, suppose you will be having total n terms given. So how to calculate the sum of those n terms of AP? The derivation of this concept I am going to teach you. And after that, we will be doing the problems based on sum of first n terms of an AP, where n is a positive integer. Correct, student? And of course, these problems will relate from exercise 5.3 of NCERT. So let us start the derivation. So this is the derivation of finding the sum of first n terms of AP. So what is to be done? The very first step, the children, you must know about the general form of AP. So the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. The nth term, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. Correct, student? A is the very first term. We call it as A1 also. This is A2. How do we get A2? We add the common difference in its preceding term, that is A. So it will become A plus D. How to calculate the third term, that is A3 of AP? We are going to just add the common difference in its preceding term, that is A plus D, and one more D will be added, so it will become A plus 2D. Correct, student? In the same manner, if I am going to talk about the nth term that I have explained you, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. Fine. So this is the complete generalized form of AP. Now, as we are going to calculate the sum of first n terms, see children, these are total n number of terms. This is term number 1, where numerical coefficient of D is 0. This is term number 2, where numerical coefficient of D is 1. And this is term number n, where numerical coefficient of D is n minus 1. Correct, student? So let S denotes the sum of first n terms of the AP. If we are talking about the sum, so definitely we will have to add all the terms, right? So what S will become? S is equal to the very first term, that is A plus D plus A plus 2D, and so on up to A plus n minus 1 into D. Correct? So let it consider as number 1 equation. Now I am going to rewrite all the terms in the reverse order. Fine. Suppose if I am going to write all these terms, which are basically total n number of terms, in the reverse order, still it will remain S, means the sum of first n terms of AP. Correct? So S will remain S. Reversing order, what does it mean? Means whatever was the last term, that would become the first term. And whatever will be the first term, that would become the last term. Correct, student? So it will be written how? A plus n minus 1 into D plus, what would be the preceding over here? It will be A plus n minus 2 into D. So that has been written over here. Correct? Plus, and so on, this will be A plus D. And of course, whatever was the first term, that has become the last term, means plus A. Correct? Plus A. So this has been considered as equation number 2. Now on adding equation number 1 and 2, what we are going to get? Please be alert. How we are going to add? The very first term of equation number 1 will be added in the very first term of equation number 2. In this way you will have to add. Fine. Even we could add it while simplifying also, but that would become a little bit tough for you children. So what I am going to do, first term will be added in first term, second term will be added in second, and so on. Correct? So on adding equation 1 and 2, what we get? S plus S will become twice of S. Now please be alert. This is A plus a, it will become 2a, plus there is no term with d. In equation number 1, I am talking about the very first term, but here there is one term with d with common difference, that is n minus 1 into d. So when I am going to add a in this very expression, that is a plus n minus 1 into d, so I will be getting 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, student? Now let us add both these second terms. Please be alert. A plus a will become 2a. Let us talk about this. Here this is n minus 2 into d and here it is 1d only. Taking d as common. So what I am going to get inside the bracket? Here there is numerical coefficient as 1 plus here the numerical coefficient of d is n minus 2. So solve them. You will be getting n minus 1. Look, this is n minus 1 and d whatever was taken as common is written as it is. Correct? So in the same manner, let us talk about the second last term now. Here it was, this is a plus n minus 2 into d. This I am going to add. This is the second last term of equation number 1. Fine. This I am going to add in a plus d. So children, definitely here also you added a plus d and a plus n minus 2 into d. The same terms you are going to add. Here now it is a plus n minus 2 into d. Here in equation number 1 and in equation number 2 we will be having a plus d. Are they not the same term which we have just added? Fine. So definitely after adding them again I am going to get 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Fine. Plus now let us add the last term, that is a plus n minus 1 into d and here plus a. So it would become 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, students? So children, these are total n number of terms. Fine. So what I am going to do after it, look, since there are n terms, so when, suppose if I ask you, you add 5 10 times, 5 plus 5 and up to 10 times you have written it. Fine. So what result you are going to get? Definitely you are going to multiply 5 by 10 only. Instead of adding 5 10 times, you are going to multiply 5 by 10. Fine. In the same manner, the same term, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into d, I have got n number of times. So after adding those all the terms, I have got n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, student? As we will have to calculate s only, so s will remain here. It would become n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct? So children, this is basically the sum of first n terms of AP. Correct? Now, we can even write this sum in this form also, which I am going to write now. This is basically the simplified form. So sum of first n terms of AP is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. How can we write it? Can I break this 2a like a plus a? Of course. It would become n upon 2, that is a plus n minus 1 into d. Children, have you ever heard this a plus n minus 1 into d? Correct. This is the nth term of AP. So how can I write it? This can be written as n by 2 into a plus an. And children, you know that an is nothing but the last term of AP. So we can write it like L also. So it would become n by 2 into a plus L. Because last term we show it like an or an is shown like L also. Clear, children? Now you will be having basically three formula you have to calculate the sum of first n terms of AP, the very first formula, in which you require A and common difference D and of course number of terms. So that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct? Then the second formula is in which the requirement is there of first term, last term and number of terms. It would become n by 2 into a plus an. Correct? And of course an can be written like L also. So this is basically they both formulas are same. They both are same. So now we have got two formula on the basis of finding the sum of first n terms of AP. Correct, students? Now children, I am going to take the problems based on the same concept whose derivation I have just taught you. So for that I am going to take exercise 5.3 from NCERT. This is question number 1, fourth part. Find the sum of AP. You will be having AP given. This is 1 upon 15, comma 1 upon 12, comma 1 upon 10 and so on up to 11 terms. So through this 11 terms you have come to know that n will be 11. Correct? So what we have to calculate? We will have to just calculate the sum of this AP. So in short, we will have to calculate S11. What is, from where this 11 has come? Basically we are going to calculate Sn. But what is n here? That is 11. Correct? So here A is equal to 1 upon 15. We will have to calculate common difference. D is equal to A2 minus A1. That is 1 upon 12 minus 1 upon 15. So children, after taking LCM of 12 and 15, I have got 60. So 60 will be divided by 12, you will be getting 5 minus 16 divided by 15, you will be getting 4. So this is 1 upon 60. Now children, you know A, you know common difference D, and of course you know N. Then can you let me know which formula you are going to apply so that you can calculate the sum of first 11 terms of the given AP? Correct. I am going to apply the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Children, I could apply the second formula also. What was the second formula? Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus an. See, what is the formula of an? An you know, that is a plus n minus 1 into d. You know a, you know d, you even know n also. So we could calculate an also. We will be having a given. We know the number of terms also. So we could apply this formula also. That depends on you. But using this formula, first of all, you were going to calculate the nth term of AP. Here we are not supposed to calculate nth term. We could directly substitute the given values. Fine. So Sn means S11 is equal to, wherever we are having n, we are just going to substitute 11. It would become 11 upon 2 into 2. What is common? Sorry, what is first term? That is 1 upon 15 into 1 upon 15 plus again 11 minus 1 into what is common difference just calculated now, 1 upon 60. So let us simplify it. You will be getting 11 upon 2 into, this is 2 upon 15 plus 10 upon 60. Cancel both the zeros. You will be getting 1 upon 6. So after taking LCM will be 30. You will be getting 4 plus 5 upon 30. That is 9 upon 30. Cancel them. This is 3 3s are 9, 3 10s are 30. So you have got 33 upon 20 as the sum of first 11 terms of the given AP. Correct, students? Now children, let us take one more question. This is from exercise 5.3, question number 2C. Find the sum given below. That is minus 5 plus minus 8 plus minus 11 and so on up to minus 230. Children, here in the question, we do not know whether this given list of number is forming AP or not. So first of all, we will have to confirm whether it is forming AP or not. After that, we can calculate the sum of these very terms. Fine. So here you will be having the given numbers are minus 5, comma minus 8, comma minus 11 and so on up to minus 230. Correct. So how do we come to know whether the given list of number is forming AP or not? Yes, we will have to go for the common difference. So this is A2 minus A1, that is minus 8 minus of minus 5. If this is equal to A3 minus A2, that is minus 11 minus of minus 8, then here I have got, after simplifying, that is minus 3 and minus 3. So as the common difference, as the difference is same, so what can we say? That the given list of number is forming AP. Correct, student? Now, if it is forming AP, then can you tell me what is A? Yes, of course, this is minus 5. What is common difference? We have just calculated, that is D is equal to minus 3. Now, children, in the previous question, we will be having n given, means we were going to calculate the sum of first 11 terms. So, you had been given n. But here you will be having the last term given, because we are asked to find out the sum up to this much level only. So this will be considered as the nth term, or so what can I write it? That an is equal to minus 230. Correct, students? Now children, to find out the sum, when I know the first term, I know the last term, I can go with this formula. That is Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus an. But one problem is there. We do not know what is n. So children, I made you understand whenever you will have to calculate either n or a or the common difference d, always you have to go for the nth term. Means in this question you must be having nth term given. Yes, of course we will be having. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Nth term is the last term which has been given, that is minus 230 is equal to, at place of a I have written minus 5 plus n minus 1, and common difference we will be having, that is minus 3. Correct student? Now I am going to bring this minus 5 on left hand side. It would become plus 5. So I have got minus 225 after simplifying. This is multiplying minus 3. It will come on this side. It will be divided. Minus and minus are going to be cancelled. Cancel 225 by 3. You will be getting 75. So n minus 1 is equal to 75. Then what would be n? Of course, it will be 76. Correct? Now we will have to calculate the sum of first 76 terms. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. So S76 is equal to, at place of n I must write 76 upon 2, and what is a? That is minus 5. And what was the last term given in the question? Minus 230. So let us simplify it. Minus 5 minus 230 will become minus 235. Here when I cancelled 76 by 2, I got 38. Let us multiply them. So children, I have got minus 8,930. Correct students? Fine. Now let us switch to the next problem. In an AP, you will be having given A12, means this is the 12th term of AP, is equal to 37. D, common difference you will be having, that is 3. You will have to calculate, children, the very first term, that is A, and sum of first 12 terms. This is very simple question. So let us start with the very first thing which is given, that is A12 is equal to 37. How can I write it using general form? That is A plus 11D is equal to 37. D I know, D is 3. So let us substitute the value of D in this equation number 1. So children, I have got A plus 11. This will be into 3 because 11 and D are multiplying, is equal to 37. A plus 33 is equal to 37. So what is A? A is equal to 4. Now I know A. I know common difference D as well. Now children, as we will have to find out S12. So here through this you have come to know that n is equal to 12. So which formula I am going to apply? Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. Why I am applying this formula? Because I know A, which is given 4, and I know the 12th term of AP, that is A12 is equal to 37. And here I am going to calculate S12. So wherever I will be having n, I am going to insert 12. It would become 12 upon 2. A plus A12. So A12 I have, that is 37. And A also I have, that is 4. So it would become 12 upon 2 into 4 plus 37. That is 6 into 41. So you will be getting the answer as 246. So this is basically the sum of first 12 terms of AP. Correct student? Okay, now let us switch to next question. This is question number 4th. Third question, 4th part basically. Given A3 is equal to 15, means you will be having third term given. You have the sum given now of first 10 terms, that is 125. You will have to calculate common difference, and now you have to calculate the 10th term. In previous question we had been given the term given, we were going to calculate the sum. Now we will be having sum given and we are going to calculate the term. Correct? So let us start. A3 is equal to 15. Can be written in generalized form like A plus 2D is equal to 15. Let it consider as equation number 1. What else is given? S10 is equal to 125. Fine. So here children, you can notice one thing, that first equation is based on the variable A and D. So definitely for S10 I will have to apply that very formula in which A and D are present. So what is that formula? Let us recall. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct students? So put the value. N is what? This is S10. So n is 10. 10 by 2. 2a. A I do not know. Plus n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1. D again I do not know. So D will be written as it is. is equal to 125. Simplify them. It would become 5 into 2a plus 9d is equal to 125. This 5 is multiplying with this complete expression. When it goes on right hand side, it will be divided. So 125 upon 5 will become 25. So I have got 2a plus 9d is equal to 25. This is equation number 2. Please recall this concept. This is equation number 1 in two variable, that is a and d. This is equation number 2 again in two variable a and d. So what we have to do? We will have to solve them so that we can calculate the value of a and d. Fine. So please observe, as I am going to apply elimination method. So here I got the numerical coefficient of a as 2 in equation number 2. But in equation number 1 I got the numerical coefficient as 1. So let us multiply equation number 1 by 2. So after multiplying it by 2, children, I have got 2a. This is 2a plus 4d is equal to 30. This has become now equation number 3. This was equation number 2. So 2a plus 9d is equal to 25. Let us simplify them. Subtract equation number 3 from equation number 2. This 2a is going to be cancelled. Here I have got 5d is equal to minus 5. So what would be d? D is equal to minus 5 upon 5, that is d is equal to minus 1. Now put the value of d in either of the equations. Now children, I am going to put the value of d in equation number 1, which was a plus 2d is equal to 15. So this is a plus 2 into d we have just calculated, that is minus 1 is equal to 15. So a minus 2 is equal to 15. So what would be a? A is equal to 17. Correct, student? What else we were going to calculate? We were asked to calculate the 10th term of AP, that is A10. Fine, children. Now you know A, you know D. What was D? D was minus 1. So we have to calculate the 10th term, that is a plus 9d. At place of a you put 17 plus 9 into, at place of d you put minus 1. It would become 17 minus 9, that is 8. Correct? So we were asked to calculate two things. One, the common difference, and another the 10th term of AP. Correct, students? Now let us take one more question. One more question I am going to take, children. This is the last question of today's lecture. What is given in this question? This is third question, sixth part. Given a is equal to 2, first term you will be having, d is equal to 8, common difference you know. Sum of first n term is given as 90. We will have to calculate n and we will have to calculate the last term, that is an. Correct? So let us start. This is as n is equal to 90 given. We know the formula of sum of first n term, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So whatever values we will be having, just we are going to put those values over here in this formula. So this is n we do not know. So n will be written n only. This is n by 2 into 2a. A is 2 plus again we do not know n, that is n minus 1. But we know the common difference, that is d is equal to 8. So substituted over here is equal to 90. Correct? So after simplifying, children, I have got this is n by 2 into 4 plus 8n minus 8. When you will multiply n minus 1 by 8, you will be getting 8n minus 8 is equal to 90. Simplify the bracket first. You will be getting 8n minus 4. Fine. Into n by 2 is equal to 90. Correct, student? If I am going to take 2 common from here, so what I am going to get inside the bracket? 4n minus 2. And that 2 is going to be cancelled with this denominator 2. So I have got n into 4n minus 2 is equal to 90. Correct? Solve them. 4n into n will become 4n square minus 2 into n will become 2n, and this 90 I am bringing on left hand side, that is minus 90 is equal to 0. Please observe this. What is this? This is a quadratic equation in the variable n. Correct? So using factorization method, I am going to simplify it. Children, I want the sum as minus 2 and product as minus 360. How? Minus 90 into 4, that will give you product, that is minus 360. So let us split the middle term in such a way so that sum should be minus 2 and product should be minus 360. it would become 4n square minus 20n plus 18n minus 90 is equal to 0. Correct? Minus 20n plus 18n will give you minus 2n and their product will give you minus 360 n square. Basically we want n square also, no? This is n square written over here. So let us take 4n common from first two terms. So children, I am going to get 4n into n minus 5 plus from here I am going to take 18 as common. It will be n minus 5 in bracket is equal to 0. So n minus 5 will be taken as common. So inside the other bracket I have got 4n plus 18 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 5. And of course n is equal to minus 18 upon 4. That is minus 9 by 2. Which would be rejected. Why? Because I told you that n can never ever be negative. N will be a positive integer. Correct, student? So what would be n? N will be 5 now. What was asked in the question? We were asked to calculate n, that we have calculated, and we were asked to calculate the nth term, that is a5 now. Why? Because n is 5. So now we are going to calculate a5, that is a plus 4d. We know a. What is a? Given in the question, that is 2. We know d, that is 8. So it would become 2 plus 4 into 8, that is 2 plus 32 is equal to 34. Correct, students? Now children, that's it for the day. This is the time to get mathematics homework. Please note down your maths homework. So your maths homework is, you will have to do questions first A and C part, second A and B, third A, B and E of exercise 5.3 in homework notebook along with classwork questions. And children, other than this, I am going to give you few questions which you have to try, because if you try them once, you can better understand the very next lecture. Fine. So you will have to try these questions, that is third question G to J part and 4 to 8 in your practice notebook. They are also based on the same concept, that is sum of first n terms of AP. Correct, student? So that's it for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. Please do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.